Howdy everyone, it's Jake here at Walkie Farm. We're at the home farm and we've just moved the mob from the bush block down to the driveway. Now we had about 6 of us, 4 little kids and my butcher, actually Paul, and I pushing them out, and I was filming it because it was a beautiful sight and my phone went flat. And I'm upset about that. Not only am I upset that my phone went flat, but I recently downloaded a step counter on my phone and I'm having step competitions with friends of mine, and just between you and I, I'm giving them an absolute hiding, and I reckon I would have lost 10,000 steps with how much walking I did getting these cows out and then building fences, getting them down the driveway. I would have been able to send them a screenshot with 25-30k for the day and they would have done 5 because it's Sunday. Anyway, I'm extraordinarily bitter and upset about that, so we're just going to leave that alone. We're going to have a look at these cattle because they've come out of the bush block down the back there. Mountainous, scrubby, marginal, and they look fantastic. We've got a couple. Lottie there still battling to get condition on, as you would if you're a Jersey feeding 4 calves. That's Princess's calf who slipped through the fence, so we might have to have a little intervention to get her back. And a few of these ones that we weaned a bit early are still looking scruffy, although this little lady's lost all the fluff off her neck. She's starting to come good. Kaya's as gorgeous as ever. We've actually fenced them into our driveway for the evening. This is the main driveway. You can see all the rain we've had. We've had, something like 70 or 80 mil in the last 2 weeks. Look at this. They've been on this driveway less than an hour. Less than an hour. Look at that. Oh no. Look, different species of dung beetles all getting around. Oh, look at that. Sugar. Oh no, look at that. And look, they're packing it straight down into gravel, onto the hard pack road. Unbelievable. Here's these 3. They love hanging out together. We've got Tulani, Tamaliki and Toxa. And that red one is actually the calf of Tamaliki here. So cool how they throw completely different versions of each other. Now we've brought the animals down the yard. They're gonna head into that paddock that's called Billy's Top. And in this paddock, this is our little holding yard, and this is where I'm keeping my bulls. My young bulls that we're hanging on to. Not too sure what I'm doing with them. He's a fantastic bull. I'll have to get his paperwork. I've been a bit slack, but he's from the same stud I bought all my animals, so he could be a very similar bloodline to what I've already got. But he's a Skurd, Henham, Nguni, and the other 2 are from Genesis. Very young. This one doesn't look sensational, but not too sure. We'll give him a bit of a chance. He's weaned very small. For whatever reason, his mum's kicked him off something quite small. I was thinking about it today. If I've got to have one critique of Nguni, it is sometimes they just kick their calves off a little bit small. That's probably, you think about wild animals like the Australian kangaroo will actually pause their pregnancies in a hard season, and if you go to far north Queensland and Northern Territory, if they're having a hard season, they'll wean all the calves. They've got a line in the sand, and if things are trending a certain way, they'll just wean the calves at whatever age and get rid of them so they can carry their cows. So, maybe these Nguni that I'm being harsh on, that sometimes might wean a calf a little bit earlier, maybe they know something we don't, and it's a preservation technique. I wouldn't put it by them. Princess's calf there is just absolutely tiny. These first crosses are just starting to look fantastic. There's that Skurd bull. What do you want to catch it for? It'll be all right. I'll come down a bit later and I'll just walk it through the gate. Ooh. There's Princess there, just in the middle of the road. And then there's this Skurd girl. She's been in the mob with quite a few of these animals before, so it's not a brand new group for her. but she will have to get put through the paces and display dominance. I was a little bit surprised earlier today because Tulani, this 5-year-old cow with the big crown horn, see right there? She's a small cow, she's under 400 kilos. I saw some of these first cross heifers, these polled first cross heifers, asserting dominance over her, and she just took it. She's got the horns, she's got weight, she's got age, but she obviously doesn't have the demeanour. She just took it and ran away from them, tucked tail. Same as Mickey here. Mickey's just about bigger than all these first crosses, and still just takes it. It's so interesting observing and learning the pecking order. So this little beautiful calf there, that is the Dun Don. That is Gugu's little bull calf. There comes Gugu in the background. She's coming to come back here, boys. You're all right. Isn't he beautiful? He is a spitting image of his mum, really. Got that beautiful dun colour. And what have we called him, Otto?
The Dun Don.
The Dun Don.
Isn't it that one, not that one?
No, this one in front of us. That's Gugu's calf.
And how come there's two?
Well, that one belongs to that other dun cow. That's an F3.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. There they go.
Oh, now I get it.
Gugu's little udder. 10-year-old cow. Look at that tight little udder. There's Gugu's previous calf. Anyway, conditions good on everyone. Look at the shines. Got some beautiful shines. I think today's 1st of December. Yeah, today's 1st of December. So first day of summer. It really feels like spring's rebooting. I'm not in a good paddock to show you. I was taking photos. I was actually filming it, and then my phone crashed. I didn't notice I had no power left. But the germination happening in the back paddocks that we've recently strip grazed, and then they've been out of that for about a week while they've been in the back paddock, is just incredible. We've got a carpet of summer grasses coming up, and we've had about 70 mil. And I've been disappointed. I've gone out into a few of these paddocks with a spade, and I've been digging up holes and having a look, and we've got moisture about 20 mil down, and under that it's just bone dry. And it really just shows you how compacted this farm is. And I put a post on Facebook, and this is where Facebook gets up my nose a little bit, but I said, 70, no, you can walk. You can walk. I said 70 mil of rain in 2 weeks, and our infiltration's only been 20 mil. We can do better than this. And I listed out what we're going to do. The first thing we're going to do is have a little bit of mechanical intervention. We're going to do a Yowman's plough keyline rip, which it looks like I found a wet hire today. I don't consider that heavy-handed. It's cutting it's cutting vertical slits into the ground and just opening up a thin groove just to let water and air in. It's really very minimal tillage. And we're currently talking and sending soil samples off to an Australian agronomist, Bruce Davidson, who interprets your soil tests and recommends, he'll recommend a program to basically balance the chemistry in your soil. So he's not going to be sending back a test, here's how much urea, here's how much super. It's more, here's the trace elements you're missing. You need a bit of copper, you need a bit of magnesium, you need some calcium in these ratios in these paddocks. And you can do a liquid cover onto your blocks and get the chemistry in your soil right. And I think that, coupled with the key line, I put it on Facebook, and everyone said, just get your stocking rate right and just graze it right. I said, yeah, I understand that, but you have a hard season, and it's going to take 4 or 5 years at the best of times. And the way I look at life is it's all about time preference. I turned 34 this week. Probably got 25, 30 good years left in me. And, I'd like to stand here and say I'll be farming and working until I'm 100. But the reality is most men would start slowing down in their 60s. I'm just being pragmatic. And to take 5 years to be a starving artist and kickstart this place organically, low input, I'd rather throw a few $1,000s and burn a little bit of diesel. And I think in the long run, you'll actually see our environmental impact and output and carbon building and beef production and bottom line will all be better for it. We're not going to be doing stupid stuff. Look at this. Yeah, they're gonna. I told Mrs. Walkie that we're gonna have the cows in here overnight, and they're gonna mow the driveway for us, and they're also gonna under prune all these trees. So these trees, I imagine, will come in tomorrow for a video, and they'll all be up to the graze line because they do love these leaves, especially when they're dry. Hey Otto, do you want to help me do this calf now? Just got to be careful. I don't want these bulls to get out because Kai will probably give them a hiding. Open it up, open it up. Open it right up. Boys, out of the way. Theo, go stand with Otto. Good job, boys. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching.